bring it up. Make a bit less milk it. Bring it up, ladies and gentlemen, your headliner for tonight, the wonderful, the very funny, Sara Pascoe!
Hasn't Emily been incredible? It's really, really wonderful to be here for lots of reasons. Number one, for Amnesty, and also because in this building, in a room upstairs, I did my first ever gig. You weren't there, or you wouldn't have said that. You wouldn't have said that. I mean, the thing is, it was my first ever gig, and I did some stuff I've never ever done again, which was about my secondary school. And but people were very smiley, and I thought this would be a nice job. And it all happened here, so it's nice to be back. Hello, also it's nice to be speaking. Right, number one, it's nice because it's for International Women's Day, so I'm doing stuff. Because usually I don't know how often you go to like proper comedy clubs. This is proper because it has been funny. I didn't mean that it wasn't a proper comedy club, but what I mean is that you are not allowed as a woman quite often to even acknowledge that you are a woman or that women exist or say anything. So that's the opposite tonight. That's all. I mean, if you're a boy, you're going to hate this. But I'll start with this. Okay, so apart from the first thing, everything else is just aimed at women. The first thing, everyone can enjoy, and then the boys can go and wait for the bus. So the first thing is, and the thing is, we probably have some quite influential people in the room, so maybe you should do something about it. I've solved the financial crisis. I've solved the economic crisis. I can't say it, but I've solved it. It wasn't even that hard. I had to think about it, right? Okay, I'm no Engels, but I do understand. Right? See, the thing is, at a normal comedy club, nothing. But I keep it in for me. Right. I'm no Engels, but I do understand that debt, right, is caused by people borrowing more than they can afford to pay back. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they spend it on things that they don't need, like clothes and shoes and nuclear weapons. But when you think about it, who doesn't get into debt? Children. Do they? Like small, smug, in the black children. Okay? So all we need to do is make chip and pin machines a bit more like parents, and we won't have a problem. Okay? Because you would go into the shop, you pick something out, you put in your card and your number, and it would say, "You've already got a coat." And you'd have to put it back. So you pick something else out, you put in your card and your number, and it would say, "Sensible black ones, please, you can wear them to school." So you'd have to go and put them back. You pick something else out, you put in your card and your number, and it would say, "All right, you can have nuclear weapons, but you've got to share them with your sister." No. And we would have to put them back. Because our sister is France. She's the one we want to use them on. My sister, does anyone know who knows my sister Cheryl today? Do you know? Okay, so I thought, she lives in Essex, so it's probably alright. But the thing is, if you do know my sister Cheryl, then you'll know that she deserves what I'm about to say about her. But also, if you do know her and you haven't said anything, don't say anything, because I promised my family I won't do stand-up about them anymore. Right. The thing is, my sister Cheryl, she's younger than me, and, well, she's always been a cow, but recently she's had a baby, and it's made her much, much worse. She started sending me text messages, okay? They arrive throughout the day, I never know when they're going to arrive, and they say things like a tick-tock, tick-tock, I'm your biological clock. Ha ha! No, that's not funny. I need that to stop happening to me. Okay? So first of all, I tried texting her back. Things like, tick-tock, tick-tock, isn't it about time you lost the baby weight? Ha ha! Which should have worked, but it didn't. So I've tried other things. I've tried like smoking and drinking in front of her, showing off how cool I am. That hasn't worked. But now what I'm doing, I stand in front of her and the baby, and I just laugh and 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 laugh for ages without wetting myself. something neither of them can do. Something else I'm doing, I'm trying to understand men better, right? I'm trying to figure you out and what the hell is going on inside your heads. So I started reading my penis enlargement span. Just find out what's going on. It's very fascinating reading, right? All of the titles of the emails that I get, they say things like, enlarge your girth to please her. Or like, not satisfying your woman, we can help. Or impress your lady with gallons of super ejaculate. Now, my first problem with this is, and this is to the guys, so number one, stop pretending that it's for us. Because it's not, is it? Like, it's very clear to me that men want big penises so they can impress other men with them. Don't you? And it's your own fault because you look at each other's willies all the time. Don't you? Like in the toilets and after sport and when you're drunk. Like, you're always having a look at your mates. Like, these penis enlargement products, they are invented by men. Right? They're marketed by men. That spam is sent out by other men. Right? And I know that because if women were to send out spam, it would say things like, enlarge your emotional capacity. Not satisfying your woman, try a massive cuddle, she could fall asleep. Impress your lady with gallons of questions. Listening to the answers. I think it's very sad that men get upset about penis size, because I think it's a fact, guys. If you did those three things, you could make any woman happy, right? Even if you didn't have a penis. And if you don't believe me, ask a lesbian. They got some stories. I'm not a lesbian, but I think this is common. I sometimes wonder if I might be, but I'm just too embarrassed to do anything about it. So I just carry on having miserable sex with men. It's probably more my fault than theirs, to be fair. Like, I don't pick my lovers very well. Like, all of my lovers have exactly the same thing in common. They're all slightly more attractive than a night bus. That's what I live in Tooting, and it takes ages. This takes ages. I said I'm going to talk about lady things. Here's, Lara mentioned Ole. I saw an advert for an anti-wrinkling cream the other day, which was so bizarre. So it was in a magazine. It was one of those women's magazines, so they all have different names, like Look, New, Hello, OK, Heat. But they should all, change their name to Women Getting Dressed. Because that's all that was in it. Like, oh look, Victoria Beckham got dressed. Katie Holmes got dressed in blue. Michelle Obama got dressed. Where does she find the time? I think you know this. You are all preaching to the converted probably, but I think there's so many negative things. Everything that those magazines say to us as women can be condensed down into one short quiz, which is, ladies, what do you hate most about yourself? Is it A, your face, or B, your body? Answers to the quiz. Mostly A's, buy expensive makeup to cover it up, and expensive clothes to distract people. Mostly B's, starve yourself and go to the gym. While you're there, look in one of those big mirrors. Are you sure you don't hate your face? This advert was particularly bad. It was aimed at women 25 to 35, and it was a pre-anti-wrinkling cream. Women 25 to 35, and the advert said on it, your future self is giving you a high five. I've never felt so patronised. Like, if I happen to be the first person that invents and uses time travel and get to go back and speak to a past self, I'm not going to be providing her with skincare advice. There'll be a long list of men I shouldn't have slept with. Have some self-respect, Sarah. You're going to get really good at science.